What's up, y'all? It's been Jammin' Outdoors, and welcome back for part 2 of the GSXR 1000 build. Today, I'm actually gonna be replacing the rear rim and swing arm. And I'm actually gonna be riding the GSXR for the first time, so y'all stay tuned. I need to swap the swing arm, and so I'm going to pull it inside there where I can hang it from the roof. About to take the whole entire bike, hang it from these straps to the roof, so I can swap the whole entire swing arm and rear wheel. All right, it's hanging now. I actually had to go to Lowe's. This is a 36 millimeter axle nut. This is insanely huge. The biggest socket I had is a 32. So I had to get a specific one to fit it. As you can see, it looked like someone had a pipe wrench on it. Obviously, they didn't have the right size socket. That's where it's hard to get out. Some of that rash actually made it hard to get the axle out. I'm going to remove the one singular one that's on the swing arm now. Woo! I'm gonna put some synthetic grease on this swing arm bolt. Since I don't have a 19 millimeter, I'm taking my 17 millimeter and putting a washer in it to be able to get it fit. Now lift it up, put the suspension bolt in for the bottom of the shock. That's the new swing arm. Those are also two different colors, but I'm going to be sandblasting the whole entire frame. So I put the rear rim that I purchased off eBay for the GSXR on here, testing if it's straight. As you can see, it doesn't get any closer to the pin. So I got the old rim and the new rim. I got the tire mounted on it. Just gonna swap over the internals, and then I'm gonna throw it on the bike. Gonna lube this axle up. I'm going to release it from up top. O-ring. So there's a bunch of crap all over the forks and the wheels and stuff. I don't know if it's brake fluid from the reservoir breaking or if it's from the forks leaking. But I'm going to clean everything off, and then I'm probably gonna actually do seal savers, see if I can save those fork seals. So there is a leak on the fork, and so I'm gonna try to do the seal savers before it leaks out too much more. Now take the seal saver, or the makeshift one, gotta bend it, spin it around the fork, inside the seal, try to get some of that crap out. Go around a few more times, clean it off, compress it. Looks pretty clean to me. It's actually got a leak on the bottom of this bolt. So I gotta pull that off and tighten it up, see if I can do that. So I found 2 copper washers. All right, so I'm gonna put some fluid in the reservoir. Gonna use this sucker. Gonna build up a little pressure. Keep on pumping. Gonna add some more fluid up here. Now go to the other side. So I'm gonna pull off the radiator so I can actually start repairing this neck. Let's start out with the reservoir. This coolant looks very new, so I'm probably gonna reuse it. One at the very bottom too. Here's the radiator. It's all jacked up. There's no way to put a cap back on this. It's just destroyed. And I'm gonna cut this off and then actually replace it with a new one. It's actually a little more heavy duty. I put some paper towels in there and I'm gonna cut it off now. So now I made the hole bigger, be able to fit this puppy in. I'm gonna do a little practice real quick on this case cover. So these settings look pretty good to me, so I'm going to start welding on the radiator now. Everything has been thoroughly cleaned. I got the new radiator neck welded on. Put it on. I'm going to put the filter on there so I can make sure I don't get any contaminants back into it. Put a battery on. Put some fuel in it. All right, so there's no leakage. Let's see if I can jump the terminals. So I'm looking up here trying to figure out why it's not starting with the starter switch. And there's actually looks like a piece of wood wedged up in the kickstand switch. Oh, it just popped back into place. Piece of a pallet or something. Let's see. Now it's working as normal. Let's see if it'll do that. No, that's still not. Let me hit the starter switch. And that's not it.
Y'all are gonna think I'm really stupid. I figured out what was wrong with my bike and why it wasn't starting with the starter button. It's because there's a clutch safety. For some reason, I don't know why I didn't think of it, but when you pull the clutch in and press the starter button, it works fine. You press it now, it won't do anything, but only when you pull in the clutch in. I feel like a complete idiot, but let's go take it for a test ride.
All right, test ride number 1 on the GSXR 1000. So the person who actually put my used tire on the rim actually damaged the bead, so it's slowly leaking out, so I'm having to fill it back up, but this is only temporary. Just riding up the road, so it don't matter that much. Fuel comes on fine, clutch in, starter button. I also have no clip on, so I have to hang my legs. No tread, so 4. I don't know why it stalled out right there. Well, maybe I hit the kickstand. Ah, yeah. I definitely need some rear sets, but overall I think it rode great. Oh, check engine. Doesn't look like the radiator is leaking any, which is good. I would say that's a pretty successful first test ride, so I'm happy with it, honestly. Just got to repair that, get some rear sets, repair that, sandblast the whole thing. And I actually think I hear, I think there is a hole somewhere in that aluminum. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a new radiator. I mean, I guess I could try to weld on that again, but oh well. Not a big deal.
That's going to be it for part 2 of the GSXR 1000 build. The bike runs great. The fuel injection light actually was on, and it kind of lost power halfway through the ride, just for a few seconds. Not sure what that was, but other than that, I need rear sets big time, but it rides good, runs good, and I'm super excited to finish this thing out. So I might actually get a new radiator, like I was talking about earlier, just because there's a small pinhole somewhere, but you know, it's a little squished, so it's not a big deal. I don't have to get the radiator right now, but I want to make sure I get everything else done first. So this frame is the next thing to do, so which is pretty bad. So y'all stay tuned for the next video.